Hello everyone, welcome back to Mind Quest. Today we're going to talk about the book It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wallen. It's truly such a powerful book with such a powerful message about how intergenerational trauma and inherited family patterns end up shaping our entire reality in a way. So let's begin by thinking about our struggles, our fears, our patterns, and beliefs. Have you ever wondered why you struggle with certain fears, patterns, or belief, even when they don't seem to come from your own life experiences? Sometimes the pain we carry isn't just ours, it's inherited. So let's dive deep into the psychology of intergenerational trauma inspired by the book It Didn't Start With You. And we'll explore how this unresolved trauma in our families shapes our perceptions, beliefs, and the realities that we live in. What is intergenerational trauma? Well, intergenerational trauma means emotional pain, fear, or stress responses that have gotten passed down from one generation to the next. It's your trauma response that you have inherited. It's also the trauma, the pain that you have inherited. This doesn't just happen through stories, it happens through behavior, family dynamics, and even biological means. Research in epigenetics shows that trauma can leave chemical markers on our DNA, which kind of changes the way certain genes are expressed. That means the fear that your grandmother felt, maybe during the war, or the grief that your father never processed, might today be living inside your nervous system. So sometimes, when you react to situations with intensity or with fear, it's not just about you, it's about an echo from the past. It's mirroring and it's living in your body and mind. So, how does trauma shape perspective? Trauma narrows perception. It trains the nervous system to scan for danger, even when we are safe. So, if your ancestors experienced betrayal, you might see the world through a lens of distrust. If they experience loss, you might live with a constant fear of abandonment. This creates what psychologists call core language, the invisible scripts that we carry. For example, phrases like, I'll always end up alone, I'll always be left alone, I don't belong, I'll be abandoned, something bad will happen if I succeed, I'm not worth it. These patterns shape the way we interpret life, even when the reality maybe doesn't really match the fear. Let's talk a little bit about the beliefs we inherit. Beliefs are also often passed down unconsciously. Think of how families repeat phrases like money doesn't grow on trees or we don't talk about our problems, stuff like that. These beliefs become part of your subconscious, guiding choices and then further shaping your identity. But with intergenerational trauma, these beliefs often have hidden roots. A fear of scarcity might come from ancestors who have lived through famines. A reluctance to trust love might come from a great grandparent who lost their partner too soon. Even if we never knew their stories, the emotional imprint of their experiences lives on through your biology. It's important to bring it into awareness. How does it impact our reality and our relationships? So, when trauma is unresolved, it doesn't just stay in the past, it repeats. It repeats itself again and again until it can be resolved. We might unconsciously recreate situations that mirrors our family's pain. So, like the person who avoids commitment may be repeating an ancestral story of betrayal. The person who sabotages success may be loyal to a family history of loss. You never know. Our reality gets filtered through these inherited lenses. We think we are making free choices, but often our nervous system is reacting to a past that it still remembers. How can we break the cycle? The good news is, awareness breaks the cycle. So, Mark Wallen, through his book, has amazing therapeutic procedures that you can follow, mostly after each chapter or throughout the book, rather. He suggests tools like identifying your core language. So, notice the repeating phrases, the fears or stories that deeply feel rooted, and you keep doing it again and again. And just become aware of this. Then, explore family history. Ask about the struggles, the traumas, or losses that your parents, your grandparents, or great grandparents lived through. Connect the dots. See how those experiences might be echoing through your life, through your patterns, and through your beliefs. Find healing practices that work for you. So, those could be therapy, somatic work, meditation, conscious relationship building, whatever it is that helps you rewire your nervous system and give the trauma a resolution it never had. When we do this work, we don't just heal ourselves, we heal the generations before us and we heal the generations to come after us. Your struggles may not have started with you, but your healing can start with you. By bringing awareness to these patterns, you have the power to end cycles of pain and create a new story for yourself and the generations that follow. So, if this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Share it with someone who's ready to see their life in a new light. Healing is never just personal, it's collective.